Hi, this is Dustin from California RV. I just wanted to show you our latest project, give you some ideas on how to upgrade and customize your coach. So in this picture, we've already started removing all the furniture. We began the demolition. We've removed the carpet and the slide out, the horseshoe that goes around the slide out so that we can hyperextend the room a little bit. We're pulling the carpet in the living room. So we're still in the living room area, and this picture shows you a more frontal view of the horseshoe molding that has been removed from the main slide out, and just continuing to show the carpet that's being removed. So in just another view again of the main slide out in the living room where the carpet and lino has been removed. So this is just more of a close-up picture of the slide out floor, and we're just continuing our progress. So there's another picture just showing the linoleum that's throughout the coach and the real thin carpet padding. So in this picture, we're at the foot of the bedroom bed platform that holds obviously the bed. Well, once we removed the carpet, we found there was no padding underneath the carpet. We found a bunch of unfinished voids and gaps along the sides, along the metal framework that was underneath the carpet that was allowing not only the air to escape, but also allowing, we'll say, dust and other things to be able to access the coach. Basically, it wasn't allowing it to maintain the temperature as well. That was one of the complaints. So in this picture, we're at the beginning of the steps leading up to the master bedroom. And you'll notice at the bottom, the first step is really narrow. The customers are basically having to turn their feet sideways when going up and down it. We also ended up increasing the width of the step. We ended up converting it into another accessible compartment. And then you'll notice that a little further up on the second level, you'll see a opening that drops down to the compartment that gives you access to, drop your towels or anything you want to drop down into a compartment down below. So in this picture, you'll see that we jumped around to now the TV area. We're doing a bunch of different projects for this customer. So in this picture, we've removed the TV, we've removed the Blu-ray DVD player. We actually had a stereo system that was down below, and we've removed that, and then we're reworking the cabinet frame and putting in some paneling to cover the backside of a exterior shower that was showing. We'll be putting a cabinet door on soon, and kind of converting this area for more storage for the customers. So this picture, we're back at the foot of the step towards the bedroom. We've removed the lower step. We've done some ductwork changes. We actually found that at the floor, the ducting wasn't sealed properly, was kind of off center. We installed a paneling to kind of conceal some damage and some holes that were there previous. And we're just coming along with this area. So back to the ducting issues. We found that the main hole that was cut for the duct was a little bit to the right. We ended up finding that because it wasn't sealed correctly, the heat was just pumping into the underbelly area or to the cavity of the floor. And one of the customers' complaints was, hey, my bedroom, I feel no heat flow, no pressure. It's really cold up there. And so we've done a bunch of different things to insulate it and seal off areas to it, as well as reworking the ductwork throughout the coach. So stay tuned for more. So this is just another picture of the ducting that's below the steps to the bedroom area. So this picture, we were just coming up with a way of protecting the ducking on the corner because we're going to be turning this into a cabinet or kind of a hidden step box here in just a little bit. We'll show you more pictures of that. So again, we're kind of jumping around, but while we were cleaning out the understorage area, we ended up finding the customer had a bunch of sewer hoses. So we were also doing some other J-metal repairs, and what we discovered was in between the J-metal and the I-beam, there was a huge cavity down there. So we were actually able to take about 5 sewer hoses and cut a hole in the side of the J-metal, and we found a refrigerator door that we ended up using to mount right above where the customer's sewer connection's at. So now the customer can walk out to the coach, open up a breathable door vent, and easily access the sewer hoses. Right beneath is the sewer outlet. So kind of makes it more of a convenience thing, but just something else that we decided to do while we were making some modifications to the coach. So here's another picture of that new sewer door that's installed. It's not finished yet, but the trim work still needs to be done. It still needs to be silicone, but as you can see from the pictures, all the customer sewer hoses fit neatly into the compartment just above the sewer connection. And this is just a picture showing that the compartment door being closed for the sewer hoses. Okay, so we're back in the TV area, and we've done some modifications to the TV. We've actually turned the base that holds a TV backwards by removing it, modified it a little bit, reinstalled it, got the wiring mostly done, put the Blu-ray back in. We've added a sound bar. We've corrected some of the wiring cable issues. We've actually added a new digital king jack antenna so the customer can get a better digital signal for the TV. We've added some fascia trim to the cabinet, put 2 different pieces of paneling in to kind of box off that exterior shower that's on the left side of it. We've added the cabinet door, we're putting the hardware on, and so on. So it's coming along really well. So in this picture is just another view. Cabinet door's on, it's closed, the hardware's on. We actually had to take the upper cabinets and reposition the top framework to it. So we made some modifications on that as well, just to give the TV a little extra clearance so that it can maneuver inside, side to side. So okay, so in this picture, if you look down to the lower right, you'll see the new steps been made for the entrance up to the stairs to the bedroom. TV's on, working off the digital signal. Just a lot of little things going on at this point. So we've got the customer and Zach out, I guess you'd say, admiring the new lino. We have the old lino sitting on top that's all taped down and using it as a pattern so that we can reinstall it after we cut everything. So the new kitchen lino is being installed. You'll notice the tape on the floors where the padding's going to stop and then where the carpet's going to stop. And we've got it all glued down in place. And of course, we still need to trim it out and whatnot, but it's coming along quite well. Okay, so the carpet's coming along. So now you finally see the lower step that's been increased. You see that the hidden access door to drop down stuff through the underbelly's been completed as well. We also had to take and reposition the bathroom wall a little bit, give a little bit more room for the pocket door. We went ahead and took care of some issues with the pocket door. We took care of some issues with some of the racking that the customer had put up to hang things on that was actually scratching against the pocket door. So we've kind of repaired a lot of little odds and ends. So we're in the bedroom finally. Bedroom's all been carpeted, sealed off. We've added some new Corian countertops in the back corners. The prior bedroom nightstand countertops got water damage due to some water leaks in the front of the coach. And we've repaired some of the lights in the bedroom. We've replaced the bathroom sink spout. We've replaced the bathroom faucet. We've replaced the bathroom toilet. We've adjusted the bathroom door. We've removed the floor register that was kind of in the center between the bathroom and the floor, moved it closer to the counter, so we repositioned that, as well as repositioned all the duct work. This is just another picture of the counters, cabinets that are in the bedroom by the nightstands. We've also done some electrical work to the lights because there were some issues with the lighting. So as you can see, we've done some work on the pin box. Everything's been sanded down to get all the rust removed. Everything's been all taped up. It's got a number of coatings of paint been applied to it just to kind of pretty things up. This is a picture of the roadside sidewall. All the old decals have been removed. Everything has been polished, rubbed out. We've waxed it. All the body sealants have been cleaned off and resealed in preparation to getting ready to install the new decals. Here's a picture of the curbside front area. See again, all the decals have been removed. Everything's been cleaned and resealed, and we're again ready for the new decals to be installed. We're at the back of the coach now. You can see there's some blue tape on the ladder. That's because we've been up on the roof applying a product called Liquid Roof. So we've made the roof look brand new, as well as again removed all the decals from the back of the coach. The back of the coach has been polished out. Everything's been resealed, and we're getting ready to install the new decals on the back. And here's a print of the new pattern of the decal, other than we've made a last minute change and we've moved the sun more forward in the kind of the mountain cloud areas. More of the decals have been applied on. They're starting to really come together and make it really pop. It's starting to look like a brand new coach. In this picture, same thing as the pin box. The steps have been all sanded down, wire brushed off. They've been cleaned up, painted a number of times just to make them, really stand out. We're trying to make this coach look as nice as possible. Here's just another picture of the steps. All the tread area has been taped up. There's a lot of time went in just to cleaning up the steps. A couple hours actually, just scrubbing and painting and cleaning to make them look nice and new again. So we're back at the back cap again, and what we want to say is, again, the blue tape on the ladders where we went up on the roof and we've done a liquid roof to it. The back cap has all been cleaned and sealed and ready for the new decals. Notice that the tire is on the left-hand side. Well, we're getting ready to add a second tire with a drop-down carrier. We're also going to add a bike rack. So this unit's actually, in the next couple pictures to come, you're going to see a double tire and a bike rack on the back of the coach. New decals on the back on a new adventure with nice little butterflies, just kind of giving it something else to make it kind of pop. Something that's very unique. Nobody else has it. One of a kind. So again, more decals with You, I Am Home. Another, just a special thing for the customers, celebrating a wedding anniversary as well as a birthday. Again, very, very special meaning to each other. This is a picture of the front caps, all been cleaned up and polished. Customer went ahead and decided to put their initials on the front of it. We won't say anybody's names, but again, one of a kind unit. So as you can see, the sun's now been installed. Most of the decals on this side are completed. It came along really nice. So in this picture, we're kind of laying out our sizes of where we're going to place the 2 tires and the bike rack. We've added an extra receiver mount, gone back and kind of cleaned up the whole bumper area, cleaned up the rear leveling jacks, painted them as well, again trying to make everything look as nice as possible. So the 5th wheel pin box is all cleaned up. We've added a level master on it so the customer can actually see how when they're leveling out the coach. So in this picture and the next picture to come, we're underneath the bedroom, bathroom area of the RV in the compartment. So what we did is we ended up taking some insulation and we glued it in place to kind of help out the temperature up in the bedroom area, which that way when it, whether you're cooling it or you're heating it, it's going to keep it a lot more comfortable. We've also added too a couple of fantastic fans with remotes. Again, there's so much stuff that we just forgot to take pictures on while we were doing all this stuff, but there's so much attention to detail of little things that we've done and little things that we've corrected or changed or upgraded on. Just another view of the compartment area where everything's been insulated. So the unit's finally made it outside. We're just doing some last minute finishing touches. We're in the process of doing a water heater service. We've also done a refrigerator service. We've tested all the appliances out, just making sure that everything's functioning correctly. We've done a water system service on it. We've pressurized and tested the new faucets and P-traps, and we added a new water pump accumulator, just on and on the attention to detail, the little things that we've done. We've pulled all the screens from the existing faucets, flushed everything all out to clear everything so that it's almost like, again, a new coach. So now we got the picture of the back side. You can see both of the new tires are on the back, the bike carrier, just another view of how nice the back cap turned out. New decals completed on the coach. Looks fantastic in the sun. Just another view of the completed inside. So in this picture, we added a second exterior outside compartment door to the lower J metal in between the I-beams. This one's for the freshwater area. So customer had a bunch of freshwater hoses. Now he has room to store all the freshwater hoses and any other connections or fittings that he chooses in this back compartment. Right above is this freshwater city connection. So this picture is kind of in the stages of doing a liquid roof service. All the skylights have been covered, everything's been taped off and masked off. We've applied the 2-part chemical catalyst to the liquid rubber roof, mixed it, trimmed everything out, and then spread it all out. So basically it's making the roof look brand new again. And then it's also given it some thermal properties, helps reduce the temperature by at least 20 to 30%.